So this is a best of 7, and both players do get to ban the Civ. Let's see what it was in this case. So Grogu, or Alvaro, gonna ban USA. And Kevin gonna ban Portuguese. Kevin does play USA a lot, so no surprise there from Alvaro. I guess Alvaro must be good at Portuguese. Portuguese also do have some scary builds at the moment. So let's see what they chose for their civs. So for game 1 on Great Plains, it's going to be Kevin playing India and Alvaro playing Japan. So I'm going to set the prediction up. So who's going to take game 1? Kevin on India or Alvaro on Japan? Guys, give me 1 second to get some water. Got to talk a lot doing solo casting. I'll be back in just 1 minute. All right. Let's get into it. First map, Great Plains. Let's watch our excellent map video here.
The Great Plains is a broad extense of flatland that stretches through much of western North America. It is home to large herds of bison and a trade route with 3 trading post sites. Players will want to control the center of the map for its abundant food, but be aware that wood and coin are more prevalent along the map's edges.
So, Great Plains, lots of hunt. Got the TP line. Some really good treasures in the middle. Got 210 XP treasure here. Guess that's the only big one this time. 110 food, it's also pretty nice. So we got Alvaro over here on Japan. Ooh, we're gonna see a Kami boom, everyone. Can't wait for that. Yeah, it's a great map for it. There's so much hunt. That's probably what Alvaro was thinking, picking Japan on this map. Very easy to find hunt to shrine up. And this map is relatively large as well. I wonder what we're going to see from Kevin. I think he probably knows that Alvaro likes to do Kami Boom. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Agra like here or here. Are we going to see Rajputs? That's my question. Rajputs got a rework recently and their siege damage went up. They got a bit cheaper. Very nice unit that I think people are still figuring out how to use. Yeah, so here comes the Kami. We've got the port cons. And those shrines are 75 wood now. Well, it will be once Kami comes in, rather. So, looking at Kevin's deck here, we've got Elephant Combat. Don't always see that. Maybe you do. I'm not sure what's typical for India these days. Does have the 5 Rajputs in deck. That's become more common post-rework. See what's up with Alvaro. Got the weak eco theory card in here. Also got town militia. Everything else looking not too unusual. Yes, and we got an Agra in just the place where I thought it would be. So I wonder if Kevin scouted or he just knows. Yeah, he just knows Alvaro loves to Kami Boom. Figures that's happening. Um, and he, of course, Kami is in deck. Kevin going to catch Alvaro doing this treasure over here. He's going to have to back up. So other explorers quite a ways away. Oh, gonna poof with that one. Yeah, the thing about this Kami start is it's so slow. Alvaro's only just begun to age. Kevin already halfway done. Still scuffling over this treasure here. Alvaro has transitioned a lot of his hills on wood. He's gonna build a shrine right here. That's why he poofed away. Doing a good job keeping Kevin from taking treasures with this explorer. I don't know if he can kill that elephant. Good explorer name here, Movarunga. Movarunga, brother. Very good, very good. Okay, so this auger is about to be done for Kevin. Let's see what he does first. Looks like we got a market in transition. So what do you make versus Japan Kami? Gonna chip 700 wood first, and making sepoys. Interesting. Alvaro is still scouting with his orchard rickshaw. Got walls at home for Alvaro. Yep. Been a while since I've seen a Kami boom like this, but this is what people tend to do. Yeah. Got the Toshogu going down next to the pronghorns. Two sepoy from the Agra age up. Going to go over here. Let's see what Kevin's vision of the hunts looks like. He's got decent vision of the hunts on this southeastern part of the map. Still needs to get more vision over here, but I imagine that's where his sepoys from the Agra are going to be going. So we've got 700 wood in. Another shipment going to be coming soon. Got the classic double 600 wood start from Japan in Age 2. Can build a market and a barracks. The thing about sepoys is that siege attack is kind of low given their other stats. So it's going to take a while for these guys to get this shrine down. Kevin continuing to train sepoys. Gonna get a 4 batch here. Consulate coming up, probably gonna go on Ottoman. Wonder if we'll see intrigue next, yep. So Kevin gets 1 shrine. Where are the shrines? From Alvaro here. You know, 6 isn't a terribly high amount for this point. It's not like the hardest Kami boom you could do. At 400 export, I believe he'll be able to get the consulate crossbows, which is always a bit scary if you're against Japan in this position. Training Yumi is going to be keeping them behind the walls. Kevin going to take this 210 XP treasure, which is very nice. Yeah, we got villagers coming from the Ottoman consulate. Oh, score panel missing, you're right. Sorry. What is going on here? Sorry guys, 1 second. Sometimes the window capture doesn't quite work. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, distributivism coming in now for Kevin. That's like a 4.5 vil shipment. He's got a ton of supplies on the field. He's got to know the light infantry is coming though. Expect to see him back up right about now. Yeah, Port Khan's crossbows coming in. 7 shrines on the map right now for Japan. And here's the thing about Sepoys. Post-rework, their anti-cav damage is actually not that good. It's about, what is that, like... Yeah, it's 30 damage per swing, which for an extra expensive Musk is not that good. Kevin gonna try and take this fight with the Yumis behind the walls. I don't know if this is the trade he wants. And yeah, he's gonna back up now. Alvaro also training Nagis. I thought he was training them before. Maybe he canceled them or something. $700 coin gonna be Kevin's next shipment. Probably is gonna stay on Ottoman until he gets 400 for the Remeliats. Oh no, he's gonna ship the ASAPs. Yeah, not a bad idea. They can run around the map, siege shrines. Stable going up for Kevin as well. Meanwhile, we've got 2 Nagis and a Daimyo on the field for Alvaro. So pretty balanced comp here from Alvaro. After losing all the Sepoys, it's also pretty even Sepoy Gurkha for Kevin. 34 vils for Kevin right now to Alvaro's 31. Of course, he does have all those shrines. Still only at a moderate amount of shrines. Got 9 on the field right now. Okay, so Alvaro's kind of going for a push here. Around the Agra. This can be scary. Sent a single Nagi ahead to scout. Kevin's ready to deal with this. Loses 1 villager, that's too bad. 4 more Nagis on the way to reinforce for Alvaro. Oh, Kevin's aging. That's what's going on. So, Alvaro somehow knew this is the time to attack. And, yeah, Kevin's mass is down because he's aging. Okay, Alvaro's really gonna push in now. So the age up is over, and 1 Mahout is on the field now. Got some Ashi attacking the Agra, that's too bad. Minutes are popped for Kevin, he's got to hold this now. This fight looks like it's going in Kevin's favor so far. I was able to protect his mass from the Cav, and yeah, there's Ashi getting stuck on the Agra, it's really too bad. I'm not sure where the extra Nagis are. I guess they all died in that fight and I didn't see it. Wow. Now we got the Mahout with the snare. And Kevin's got to be feeling great now. A very good hold. I think maybe Alvaro was a bit indecisive there. He knew he had an opening. Didn't exactly know how to do the attack. Kevin had positioned himself very well there. Now, yeah, there's no thought of aging from Alvaro here. He's just going to keep making units. How many shrines are we at? 10 shrines. I'm not a Japan player, but this does seem strange to do Port Khan's Kami and only make 10 shrines. Okay, here are the Nagis. Gonna get onto Kevin's mass. A bit uncoordinated with the rest of the army. Took a bit more damage there from the ASAPs than they needed to. Yeah, I think Alvarez has got to back up. He's gonna catch a Gurkha there. Still has to run away. What's up with Kevin? Gonna be shipping. So he shipped 9 Sepoy. Gonna ship 8 Gurkha next. Zambrak production has begun, by the way. And I don't know what you do if you're in Alvaro's position right now. You know, if he stays in commerce for 5 minutes longer, he can expect to just die because of the age advantage. So I think he's got to hope to do like crippling amounts of damage in the next few minutes here. I just don't see how that's gonna happen. Some very aggressively placed shrines over here from Alvaro. Gonna go down. If you're behind, probably better to put them over here. This can be good if you're ahead though, because means India can't eat those hunts immediately. Nagi's gonna try and do a raid over here, it looks like. Yeah, all of Kevin's mass is on the other side of the map. Kevin's still on the auto consulate. Got the 3 Remeliats. See, Vet Sepoy on the way. Do we have Vet Gurkha yet? Yes. Nagi's gonna get a Vill or 2. Looks like just a Vill. Sea Jelly's on the way, and then it's probably go time for Kevin. Nagi's being annoying at home. Well-controlled raid there from Alvaro. So here we go. The India army is totally vet at this point. And, oh no. The Yumis are walking a bit forward. I guess he really wants to take out the siege elephants, but at what cost? Nagi's going to try to get the snare on them. I mean, yeah, those siege jellies are so good, so if you can kill one or even both of them, you'll have a much better chance of holding out. But we lost about 8 archers there so far. I wonder if it was worth it. Yeah. Alvaro taps out. GG. Kevin takes game number 1. So let's see what our civs are going to be for game 2. On Hokkaido. Kevin is going to be playing the Spanish. Alvaro is going to be playing the Dutch. Predictions up. Act quick. Let's get into the map preview.
Players find themselves on opposite sides of an enormous but beautiful mountain, peppered with flowers, ferns, and red maples. South of it lies the ocean, and north of it lie 2 valuable trading routes, as well as Zen monasteries. Players can only battle on these 2 fronts. You won't find any other way around the mountain.
So, Grogu chose Dutch, and he's up against Spain on a map with a super short rush distance. I really questioned the logic of this, because unless I'm mistaken... Yeah, Grogu chose first. And I don't know, Dutch is a very counterable civ. He's going for a market start, interesting. I saw Opti do this the other day with Dutch. I don't think it's good, but what do I know? Let's see how that goes, I guess. Gonna get hunting dogs with it. So, obviously if you're in Kevin's position, very tempting just to do some kind of 2 Falc push, whether it's a Pyro or something a bit slower. But we'll see what he chooses to do. It's going to be an old style Spanish deck. No Marvelous Year or Haciendas. Though he does have ATP. He also has the Age 2 Quick Age card. A little weird. He doesn't have the Church card, which Alvaro is maybe happy about. That rules out certain FF builds. Bit of mismanagement of the herd there. That's going to hurt his age up time. That really shouldn't be happening. Looks like this merchant is chopping for placer mines, probably. No, it's just a mistake. Okay, it's a bit sloppy from Alvaro for the age 1 macro. I'm honestly surprised to see it, given how good he is. Oh, and his TC is idled now too. That's like several things going wrong with the age 1 there, because he's busy putzing about with this treasure over here. But Kevin's going to see him, so I think he's got to just leave, because Kevin's Explorer does have more HP. So looking at Kevin, standard Spain things. Gonna send ATP as the second card. Wow. Gonna see an ATP play. It's been so long. And we're going up with the tower, of course. So looks like he's probably gonna chop for at least one other TP in transition. And yeah, I wonder how Alvaro's gonna try to handle this. Ooh, interesting. Kevin putting down his first ATP over here, closest to Alvaro's base. I wonder if we're going to see any stagecoach or what. Gonna use a Vil to build the other TP over here. Yeah, not a bad idea. And I expect we're going to see the 4th TP over here from the Explorer. Alvaro using that opportunity to get the ADXP treasure. It's a good idea. So how's Alvaro going to follow this up? I mean, Kevin, sorry. Outpost is surely going to go over here. I think the most obvious thing to do if you're Dutch is to just go for 5 banks, or at least 4. Where'd the tower go? Did he kill the tower and I missed it? No, it's going up here. Okay. Yeah, not a bad idea. Let's see what Kevin's shipping. 700 coin followed by 700 wood. Kind of surprised. Oh, he's just gonna FF with this. Okay. Yeah, all of his vills are on food. This is so greedy. On the other hand, I'm not sure if Dutch could really punish this. And yeah, he definitely won't be, given that it looks like he wants to go for 4, maybe even 5 banks immediately. So not your everyday Spain versus France game here. Using, let's see, has Kevin looked at base? I'm sure you can guess what's happening. 3rd bank going down now. Um, Alvaro doing a decent job with the envoy scouting, though I don't think he's looked at his base in a while. Kevin's base, that is. Steel trap's coming in for Dutch, so yeah, this is about as greedy as it gets. Also gonna ship 5 Vil before the Fortress Age. TC's idling a bit. Envoy gonna see that it's a naked FF, so good scout there. Now he should be clicking up with the scout. Oh wow, and we're gonna see 600 wood in transition. I mean, I guess he's got so much XP, why not? So 5 banks are up for Alvaro. Got some walls going down. Gonna ship 700 coin. TC's idled because he's popped. Yeah, Alvaro's macro has been a bit off all this game. I think like buying wood there and getting another Vil out probably would have been better with how long that TC's been idling.
Attack!
Yeah, I think that's what Kevin should do. He'll get to it. Oh my god, double stagecoach. That's disgusting, Kevin. So, I don't know if this is what you should do as Spain in this match, but it's certainly more fun than just an all-in 2 Falc push. Hey, free food party. Must be you, Caverna. Thanks for the raid. So that's probably exiled Prince for the Dutch. Got a stable up, no barracks yet. Going to be making Reuters out the gate. Kevin going to be aging up around the same time. Kevin's score is much lower, but Dutch tends to overscore, so it's no surprise. Going to be Rods coming on the racks here. Where is Kevin's racks? Double racks, Rods. Wow. Robrot would be proud. And going to see Spanish gold coming in as the first shipment, so it's hard to greed much harder than this as Spain. So very interesting play here against the Dutch. Seems good for Dutch. Yeah, kind of. I think I agree. But we'll see what Kevin's got in store here. So Kevin kind of baiting with the Huss, and we'll see if he gets caught by these rods here. Here we go. The rods are in vision now. Both players kind of probably focusing on macro. Kevin kind of losing an opportunity to clean up that Reuter mass. That's unfortunate. Good pull there. So he's following up those rods with skirms. Barracks has been added for Alvaro, and he's making skirm now as well, in addition to Reuter. 9 rods on the way for Spain. Double rod batch in the works. All TP's on wood right now to make houses. Skirms pick off 1 Reuter. And this is I don't know, I'd call it scary, but there's no siege damage here, right? So I feel like Alvaro can just kind of hide behind his banks and be okay. But yeah, it does mean that it's going to be hard for Alvaro to secure his next hunt. This one is going to slip away if he's not able to do anything about it soon. Kevin going to poke in here. I think he wants to back up. But he does now have a good idea of what Alvaro has in the wave units. Vet Rod coming in now, as well as, you know, Rod combat, basically. Still pure Skirm Goon from Alvaro. So, kind of hard to say who is favored in this moment, in my opinion. I think in the long term, Kevin probably ought to pull ahead this double TP line, but in the near term, I think Dutch can match Kevin's mass pretty well. Okay, Reuters poking forward. They see a lot of skirms. Gonna have a skirm poke battle here. Neither player wanting to commit too hard. Rod combat is in. And looks like Alvaro did ship Cav combat. Another double batch of skirms coming to reinforce for Kevin. This looks like Kevin has the better army at the moment. No Huss on the field at all for Alvaro. Infantry combat going to be coming in for Alvaro. And this the siege is probably going to force Kevin to commit a little more. Yeah, it looks like Kevin can just keep whittling away Alvaro's skirm. Feels like he could be committing a little harder. Remember this TP is a bit tankier than usual because of ATP. And finally the 2 Falcons coming in for Kevin. And I think once that is in, he's going to want to fight a full commitment battle. Note, by the way, that Alvarez Vills had to go over here for Hunt. Going to be a bit exposed. Kevin continuing to take some good pokes, I think, despite the fact that the skirms are a bit stronger than his. He's just got more skirm at the moment. Another double batch of skirm coming in to reinforce. I do wonder whether would have been good for Alvaro to make a foundry, get some Falcons on the field. Double batch of skirm coming in for Alvaro. Okay, let's see when he sees the... actually, his Explorer just did that vision of the Falcons. So you ought to know they're on the field. And look at this. These fields are exposed. At least one going to go down. And Barracks is going to die. The Vills are idle. This is a bit of a disaster for Alvaro. He's got to bust out of this now. This is going to slip farther and farther behind. Look at that. Look at that skirmisher mass from Kevin. Got 37 on the field to 25 for Alvaro. And yeah, infantry combat, whatever. He's just outmassed. And Kevin can take better trades because of it. Especially with these Falcons behind. Alvaro's Vills pushed back onto the tree line. Not what they want to be doing right now. Chopping. Use another Vill. Kevin shipping Cav HP now. Wait, Cav... what? Why? Cav combat's right there, Kevin. Okay, whatever. Rod's poke forward. Falcons are stuck attacking Reuters. Not what they exactly want to do. Okay, that's a bit of a good fight for Alvaro. And yeah, we do finally have a foundry up for Alvaro. 2 Falcon on the way. We'll see if they can get here in time, though. 41 Vills to 33 right now. More Rods coming. He's got to be ready for the Huss switch. So it's good. It's good play there. Oh my god, he really did. Is there any reason why you'd send this over combat? I don't think so. Again, it's hand Cav HP too. Not just Cav HP. Okay, 3 Falc on the field. So Kevin's got to back up now. Might lose a Falc? No. Gonna... Ooh, but the Reuter's gonna come forward. Okay, both Falcs are down. Incredible. That's gonna get Alvaro a lot of breathing room. That's just what he needed. Well played from Alvaro. Kevin's got to back up. He's got nothing for that right now. Probably needs to follow up with the Foundry of his own. In the meantime, though, he has gotten a second TC down, and his eco is just going to start running away. Hasn't repaired this trading post. Feel like he should. 3 Huss hanging out here, ready to raid. Alvaro walling the middle pass to secure this coin mine. Both players kind of catching their breath now. CIR coming in for the Dutch player for the Rodleros. Okay, he's going to see the Huss there. Kevin's going to lose them for free, probably. Too bad. No, 2 of them get away. TP is being repaired. Good job, Kevin. Don't think Kevin knows about this. Yeah. I mean, I think that's fine. As long as you can contain him on the top side. Kevin training a Kolv. Probably going to make 2. Okay, and here comes a Huss switch. Yeah. So Alvaro's hope here is that he can use the skirms to clean up the rods. And the Huss can clean up the skirm, but I mean, that's a lot of mass. It's a ton of mass. It's going to be a lot of work to kill 39 rods. 2 Kolvs on the field for Kevin. No merc shipments for Alvaro. Which is the sort of power spike you might really want here. Gonna be shipping 5 Huss. Vet Huss on the way. Does have the Huss on the field. Oh wait. I don't think he wants Kevin to see those, but Kevin's pushing in, so I guess there's no choice. Kolv's gonna pop 1 Falc right off. Second gonna go down right there. Okay, now the rods are in cover mode. Great micro. Gonna intercept the Huss. Go back in cover mode. Minute's getting called. You know, a lot of rods did die. Down to 17, so over 20 of them died. Had the Reuters looking like they wanted to kill the culverins, but backs up without doing that. And here's a Huss switch. Oh my god. Got 9 Huss on the field. Can the rods deal with this? Kolvs go down. The rest of the army is lagging a bit behind the rods, so the skirms might be okay. Got some lancers on the field. It's probably a shipment, yeah. But all of a sudden, Alvaro's got some momentum here. Yeah, I think it comes down to how Kevin lost more rod than he wanted to in that fight just now. Kevin's got a bit of a nice position with the skirms behind these trees. A couple of Vilds gonna die in the fight here. Yeah, gonna be hard for the Huss to get on top of Kevin's skirms now, so I think Alvaro needs to consider going back. Minute's getting called from the second TC. Dog's gonna join the fight. Woof woof. Alvaro more of a cat man. Lancers and skirms in production for Kevin. Still double Huss badges for Alvaro. Oh my god. I was really counting Alvaro out of this, but he might be able to do it. Yeah, the skirms behind are just shredding the rods like paper, especially with CIR. And rods don't have any range resist, so it's 66 damage per skirm shot. Now there are no rods left on the field. Got some Lancers out though, and the Reuter count has dwindled a little bit. But I don't think Kevin should pursue the matter. Still got those 2 Hus hanging out up there. So here's the thing, right? That was a great series of fights for Alvaro, but Kevin does have more map control still. And natural res is beginning to run a bit thin. So if Kevin can just hold his ground for 5 minutes, he might be able to get ahead again. But we'll see. That's a ton of Hus. I got some rods out, but it can be so hard to keep them alive against all that skirm. $1,000 coin coming in for Dutch now. What's up with Kevin? Has blazed through most of his H3 shipments. Just got Lancer, Multiplier, and 1,000 wood left. $68 vills for Kevin, by the way. To the 46 of Alvaro. Oh, he's on the berries over here. Yeah, Kevin has not been paying any attention to the pass. You know, there's like a hunt, there's a coin mine, there's all these berries. It's like quite a bit of res there. Like if a few skirms went down there, that would totally shut this down. Okay, so Kevin's going Rod Lancer now. Still has a decent amount of skirm. Let's see, 27 to the 24 of Alvaro. But keep in mind, Dutch skirms get very good. He's got infantry combat and infantry attack in. And Spain doesn't have any cards in H2 or 3 for their skirms. These guys, very scary. Ooh. Yeah, Alvaro getting some very nice shots off there. Lancers do connect on the skirm mass, but ooh, it's hard to see who exactly is coming ahead in this fight. The skirm count has dwindled quite a bit for Alvaro, so I think it's going well for Kevin. The Rod Lancer can deal pretty well with everything else. There's still a ton of skirm on the field for Kevin. Yeah, and this is looking like Kevin is poised to win this fight pretty decisively. Rods and Lancers coming in to reinforce. Alvaro shipping 8 pike now. He's out of good shipments. Mostly just Reuters left for Alvaro. The Rod Lancer gonna pull back now. Maybe still approximately an even trade there. Can use the reinforcing rods to pull trick. Good moves there. Oh, what a slugfest. I really don't know what to expect. Keep in mind, Alvaro is villager capped now. Whereas Kevin is still producing double. He's at 80 vills now. And he is on estates. He's on mills as well, not yet. Still got a little bit of hunt left and all these berries. But yeah, Alvaro might have a window here while Kevin's in transition. Gonna catch a couple vills up there. Moonshine in the chat saying Dutch should add docks. Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Especially good for Dutch because the 50 villager limit doesn't apply to docks, is what I'm sure Moonshine is thinking. To fishing boats, rather. Ships a frigate, Kevin does. Okay, yeah, I guess he's like out of good shipments, and one way for him to lose the game right now would be for Alvaro to get on the water, so Kevin probably thinking just what Moonshine's thinking. Very good move there. He's going to be able to pick up a house, maybe even bank as well. So that's going to distract Alvaro as he tries to push forward into Kevin's eco. So yeah, actually that frigate might get quite a bit of value. Still anyone's game, I'd say. This is such a close match. But yeah, if it's Skirm versus Skirm, Alvaro's going to be coming out ahead. And he now has all 3 combat cards out on skirmishers. Compare their stats. You know, when Reuters are running forward to poke as well, Spain can lose a skirm war super hard. And this is just enough mass that it's hard for the rods to do anything anymore. Rods kind of need to... Rod's performance really varies, and if they're outnumbered, even by units they're supposed to counter, they can struggle a lot to get any value. Here we go, Kevin's gonna commit. I don't know if he has enough mass there. That's so much Vet Reuter on the field right now. He's got to back up.
See?
Does have 80 vills, but a lot of them are on estates. And he's gotten onto mills as well. So yeah, Kevin's eco is weak as he struggles to get his eco upgrades in, and Alvaro is taking full advantage. Alvaro, in the meantime, with his frigate, has killed a bank in a house. But yeah, it looks like the momentum has swung in favor of Alvaro here. Reinforcing batch of 10 Hus can be coming. Like, I feel like a lot of the story of this game is like, I think that was 10,000 food and berries that Alvaro was able to get uncontested over here. And that is just that much more time that you can spend not having to sink res into mills. So yeah, I'm pretty unclear what the move is here for Kevin. Ahead on villagers, but he's had to transition, and that's why Zico is lagging behind. Hus can try to connect with the skirms. And still another good trade for Alvaro here. All the vills in the TC totally idled. 8 Pike actually finding quite a bit of value. They took down this TP. They're now sieging other things. And this is looking like Alvaro's gonna clean. This is too much, too much. We got a frigate war over here. Looking like... Yeah, Alvaro barely wins the frigate war. And Kevin's army is totally cleaned. And his production's gonna go down as well, it seems. Yeah, he's got to remake it all at home. Kevin doing the thing I always think people shouldn't do, which is building your estates and mills where your villagers are instead of running them home. Like, yes, it's bad to lose a few hundred res by running them home, but arguably worse to lose them if they get raided. But we're not going to get to that point. Kevin taps out. GG. Grogu doing a very impressive hold, and coming back, I think it's fair to say, from behind to take the game against Kevin. Well played by both players. That was incredible to watch. So that ties up the best of 7, 1-1. Let's move on to game 3 here. So game 3 going to be on Himalayas Upper. And it's going to be Alvaro on India. And Kevin on Ethiopia. People really liking to play African civs on this Yak map. So let's get into our map video for game number 3.
The Upper Himalayas are home to the tallest mountains on Earth. No trade route reaches this almost inaccessible area. Around the player's bases, its range of cliffs and choke points creates a greatly defensible enclosure, but the scarce resources might force you to expand your reach on the map. Be careful not to get trapped between the mountains.
So here we are. This map, a weird one in the current moment in DE, because it does not have a TP line. Instead, it's these 2 Bhakti temples, as well as around, I want to say like 12 yaks around the map. So Kevin's going to be running right off with his Explorer to find those yaks, because African cow economy, OP. Kevin on the other... oh, sorry, it is?
Hello.
Yeah, I just called him Kevin. That's Alvaro in Ethiopia. Excuse me. Kevin on the other... No, I'm all mixed up. Kevin is playing Ethiopia. Alvaro is playing India. Has his 2 explorers running around the map. Cow's also very good for India, of course. They trickle XP. About 10 XP per second. So 12 yaks is like a trading post. Not nothing. Probably Africa gets more value out of cows in the short to near term, short to medium term. I have to say, I don't know too much about this matchup. But we'll see what happens. Interesting deck here from Kevin. Got the double Jesuit shipments. Is this Aroma Migrations? I always thought of this card as like a low elo card, but we'll see if Kevin puts it to good use at a very high level of play. So in case you couldn't read that, this ships however many villagers you've lost, up to 15. So very good from recovering from some sort of catastrophic raid. Got 600 influence in deck. You don't always see that. No palace shipments. Got the extra Ras and Neftenia damage shipment. Okay. This looks like a bit more of a late game oriented deck. Let's see what Alvaro is up to. Got the 10 Tiger Claws. Don't see that all the time. Pretty standard stuff. You don't always see Shivaji's tactics. Honestly, not sure what I think about that one in 1v1. Oh, you see score on top again. Sorry about that. Wait, no, the overlay's fine. Oh, you do see score on top. Yeah, we're good. Well, what's it going to be? It looks like an Agra, because he's got this forward-ville. Yeah, Agra, not even mid-map, like, towards Kevin's side of the map. I'm not sure who's doing that treasure, but, wait, who got that? I'm pretty sure Alvaro got that. Nice 120 food treasure. So Kevin's up with what? Somalis. So the Somali age up gets you influence as well as the access to the Somali Isa warriors, which are kind of like Corollians in that they have a ranged multiplier against heavy cav. And they're kind of like a musk unit. So let's see what he does with that. Maybe he just wants to ship a bunch of influence and do a kind of Musk semi with them. I'm not sure. Ooh. Kevin getting the natives right next to the Agra. Has he seen the Agra? He hasn't. Now he does. Brought two vills up for forward base, but is quickly going to reconsider. Have him do a little about face. And we'll see what they build here. Kevin is first to age. Got the influence on the ground. Can build the embassy up there. You can see a war camp up here, I think. Yep. So kind of looking like he wants to really contest the Agra mid-map. Shipping 700 influence first. Probably going to see that followed up by Jesuits, if I had to guess. Alvaro is slower to age because he's only got one vill on this. Did he get a market in transition? He did. Wow, he definitely won the Yak War, by the way. 8 Yaks chilling out at home, giving him XP. And it is going to be just Sepoys from Alvaro. And what do we got? Oh, we got elephants. I like this a lot, because just like we pointed out in an earlier game, Sepoys don't have good cav damage anymore, so really fantastic to see this. A lot of people still make Sepoys, it seems, and expect that they'll do just fine against heavy cav, but I think they struggle a lot more than they used to because of the stat changes. So, Kevin not wasting any time, just going to get right on the Agra. Yeah, I guess maybe more's interest in siege elephants was... sorry, the war elephants with the siege stack, but that's unfortunate. Loses all 3 of them to a Sepoy pop right on top. And that's going to be Kevin on the back foot pretty immediately. 600 influence coming up next. 700 wood, going to follow up the 5 Sepoy shipments. And Alvaro's got a lot of tempo here, I gotta say. These Sepoys are probably going to be able to take a very good trade against all this Gascenia. We do have the war elephants coming in now, going to get the snare. We'll see if Kevin can manage to clean all these Sepoys up. Alvaro just might not have expected another batch of war elephants after that first one. Yeah, it does look like all these Sepoys are going to get cleaned up. Another batch of Sepoys is going to get to work on that siege camp. And, oh wow. I wonder what these 2 Sepoys are doing here. It could have been that they were at home this entire time, which would have been a bit of a misplay from Alvaro. Okay, so both players kind of making big mistakes that cause them to get cleaned up. Momentum has swung back in favor of Kevin. More war elephants on the way. Training in Abun as well. Probably just going to be the one. 3 more elephants on the way. And yeah, I think what we're seeing here is Kevin knows, unless you make Rajput, India's anti-cav early game is pretty weak. So Musk, Elephant, pretty good comp here. Got a consulate coming for Alvaro. Probably going to get... I would like to see ASAPs, but he might do the Remeliets instead. Kevin may be a bit overextended here, but yeah, these war elephants are going to clean up the Gurkha. No problem. Look at these guys. 20 hand attack, plus 0.75 against light infantry, and splash damage at 2. That's a very good unit. And it only costs 40 more than the Huss. 80 more, I guess. Okay, the Agra is taking even more siege damage. 4 Soar are going to be the next shipment. What do we see coming out of the consulate? Looks like the ASAPs. Yeah, I think it's the right call. 6 Gascenia, 700 wood came in the meantime for Kevin. That Agra looks like it's going down. We'll see if he can pop the ASAPs on top. Okay, that's another nice pop on the elephants. Would have been nice to see like Kevin like put one elephant on any side of the Agra. Oh, the Agra splash damage has angered the the treasure guardians here. That's really unfortunate. That's great for Kevin. So now Alvaro has all this to worry about. It's gonna keep him from repairing the Agra. Remeliot's on the way now for Alvaro. 700 coin coming in for Kevin. Sora's gonna go in a raid. That's probably the right call. See what that raid does. Looks like a couple shuttles is going to be enough to repel it. The Gascenia mass is doing work here. Yeah, the Agra's definitely going to go down. Oh, Kevin really wants to get the last hit to get the XP. Oh, it goes to the Treasure Guardians. That's 320 XP you could have had that the Treasure Guardians get. Those Treasure Guardians are going to be shipping some champagne from the home city, that's for sure. Kevin out of cows, but still in a very good position. What did Kevin do with the influence? I think he just made elephants. I don't see anything else he would have done with them. Second war camp going to go down. I wonder if Kevin wants to age now, or if he wants to double down on the age 2 pressure. I feel like aging might be the right move, but no, he's going to make shuttles and get Gascenia attack. Meanwhile, Remeliot's got a vill kill over here. I think just one villager down for Kevin. Because India gets one villager with each shipment, villager count is a bit ahead for Alvaro, but would say he's definitely playing from behind right now. Kevin, you need to train a cow, man. Come on. Train a cow. Train 2 cows. He's got 5 albums, but it's just such a good investment. He's even floating coin. Like, make a cow. Let's do it. Just do it. Another cav raid coming in that Kevin hasn't spotted yet. Yeah, and oh, another soar over here. It's a nice rating. Oh my god, that's probably going to be 4 dead villas for Kevin if he's not careful. Okay, we do have some shuttles. But, you know, these guys are not exactly what you want to be fighting cav with, but okay. Enough to repel him. So just 1 or 2, yeah, 2 vills down with those 2 raids. Kevin poking in, exploring the backside, gonna kill the market. Good micro here. Moves 1 Remeliot very far away and draw the shuttles off of the rest of the cav. Gonna come in.
The backside. Wow.
that one soar is still very annoying. Meanwhile, we got a big fight at Alvaro's base. Did Kevin overextend? I'm not sure. Another vill goes down. And it looks like he's able to keep it at 2 more vills down. Very good play from both players. Looks like that fight in the main did go in Alvaro's favor. Just too bad. Jesuit's going to be coming in. That'll be nice. Deal with all this cav, but it looks like he's about to lose all his cav, and I don't know that Alvaro has a caravanserai on the field, so I don't know. Conquistador is still very good in H2 because of the splash damage, and the Gurkha mass has dwindled quite a bit, so still probably going to be a good shipment. Meanwhile, ever more shuttles. Kind of surprised we're seeing this, given that Alvaro's mass at this point is pretty much pure Sepoy. There's actually no Gurkhas on the map at all at the moment. And it's double batching the Sepoys. I feel like 2 unit comp might be better than 1 unit comp, but we'll see what Alvaro can get done with this. These shuttles are going to trade a little better than usual because like we've been saying over and over. Sepoy anti-cav is really not that great anymore. Only 1.2 multiplier versus hand shock infantry. And oh no, half of the mass is just chilling on the TP over here during the fight. That honestly might be a game-ending mistake from Alvaro getting caught like that. And look at these shuttles just washing over everything. Supports are like, whatever, we're here. Might as well finish it. I don't know if that's the right move. Especially since Kevin hasn't really done much with that TP recently. But okay, yeah, the giant shuttle mass has dwindled quite a bit. But yeah, I do have to question why Kevin made so many shuttles. Maybe he was thinking that there would be more Gurkha on the field, which there hasn't been. These guys are just like glass cannons, you know, not very tanky at all. This is going to be double batching Gaskinias now. Kevin has finally trained a couple cows. Good to see. You know, I think the livestock value for coins at 100%, which is wasted eco. Gaskinia HP going to come in now, so his Gaskinias will be double carded. Trades are going okay for Kevin, but looks like he's in danger of being cleaned up here. Still double Sepoy batches coming from Alvaro. What a scrappy low eco game. Okay, got a 9 batch of Gaskinias. Both of these players have been caught so many times sieging unit prod buildings that things pop out of. Would really love to see Kevin take this treasure right now if he's... Okay, no, I guess that's too many Sepoys. Do we see a stable yet? No. Just pure Sepoy still from Alvaro. And I don't know if that's going to work, you know? These Ethiopian Musk are double carded at this point. Okay, he's got some consulate redcoats on the field that's going to help. I think Kevin's got to back up on that. Oh, he's got the Tiger Claws coming. But those are anti-light infantry, right? Am I remembering that right? And they're not so good against heavy infantry. So kind of not exactly what they want, but it is more mass. Good micro there from Kevin. Didn't realize Gaskinias actually have 13 range. So that's one more than the typical Musk unit. Okay, and that's a nice mass there. The Tiger Claws should be on the field. There they are. Yeah. 2 times multiplier on Inf, but half on Heavy Inf, so just their base damage on Musk. Still, you know, tanky, and they can go into cover mode, I'm pretty sure. Probably going to lose TP here. Kevin shipping Big Benny. Still continuing to double batch Gaskinias. Gonna choose not to contest the TP. Got 6 Gurkhas on the field. Oh, we do have a Jesuit left for Kevin. Got a single Vermeliot. Probably not gonna get a Vil kill. Oh, maybe. Just barely survives that Vil. Okay, and that's nice. Fighting in distance of the monastery for some slow healing. Okay, Tiger Claws are in front. Gonna go into cover mode. Yep, great move. Yeah, if only the tank. That might be a worthwhile shipment. The Gurkhas are in the back getting to work. Kevin has just sold Big Benny to get wood, though. And he needs that because he just lost a war camp. Issa Warriors coming out. Look at these guys. Actually pretty low base damage. Wow. maybe not what he wanted just then. Oh man, and those trees are not working out for Kevin. Madagascan is just like faffing about in the back there. Ooh, but here comes a double shuttle batch. Let's see it, Kevin. Right on top of the Gurkhas. Other batch coming from over here, I think. Sepoy's gonna do what they can, but yeah, that's gonna be a lot of dead Gurkhas. And here come the next 5 shuttles. What a slugfest, man. 20 minutes is still H2. With a below 70, well, below 80 pop for both players. Okay, the shuttles get some value, but Kevin's just kind of out of mass right now. Gonna have another shuttle batch. Yeah, there only are 2 Sepoys left. But this war camp is just so far away that, I don't know, I think he needs to not engage with these until the rest are there, but he's gonna pop them on top of the Gurkhas. Maybe it's fine. Another Sepoy gonna go down. Double Sepoy batches on the way for Alvaro, so Kevin's got to back up now. Now we're at triple raxing Sepoys. And oh no, Kevin's got in transition on the fields. Feels bad. And yeah, this transition might be what kills Kevin. He's out of hunt. And those fields are in the front of his base, because, like, look at this. There's no space at the back. Wow. Yeah. I don't know how Kevin gets back into this one. Alvaro is so out of shipments that he's shipping the camel shipments now. Oh, when did Kevin get that Paliceptor? I'm not sure. Another batch of Consulate Redcoats coming. And triple batches of Sepoy behind. I think this might be the end for Kevin. Things were looking pretty good for a while there, but yeah, seems like Alvaro just kept taking better trades and had a better economy. And let's not forget that the Yaks are a part of the story. Oh my god, he built a Sacred Fields. How much he's generating now? 0.27 per Yak, so it's like 2 TP's worth of XP right there. Kevin's going to try to hold on a bit longer. And keep in mind he does have Aroma Migrations, though it does cost 600 food. And yeah, that's it. GG. Kevin taps out. And Alvaro takes game number 3. Callum, thank you for the raid. Wow, very entertaining game. I learned a lot. Those elephants are not bad. But what else is not bad is India Eco. Okay. So our next map is going to be Great Plain. Alvaro is going to be playing Brits. Kevin's not my favorite player because you know what civ he's picked for game 4. It's Lakota. Yeah. All right. Lakota on Central Plain. Good map for Lakota, wide open. Can't wait to see this. Give me literally 1 minute. Just want to go get another sip of water. Okay, predictions up, guys. Go predict. Give me 1 more minute. We'll get right into this game 4. Okay, Lakota versus Britain on Great Plain. Central Plain, excuse me. Let's get into our map video.
The Central Plain is the most populous region of China. Its rich and fertile open grassland is crossed by an extensive trading route that separates both players. Controlling it is a reliable way to grow a powerful economy. Fierce competition over each trade post is essential.
Okay, here we are. So what a matchup, right? Brit for a while was considered to be very weak because they lost their 3-vil. Now they have their 3-vil back. Don't have their 5-vil, but are widely regarded to be at least A tier, I think it's probably fair to say. And Lakota probably widely regarded to be one of the worst civs in the game, at least for quick search. Tournaments is a bit different because you can choose where you play it, and sometimes against who. You know, this is not a bad Lakota map. It's huge, it's open. That's what you want. So we'll see what Kevin can get done here. And yeah, what's nice about this is that Central Plains is one of the few maps with a massive single line. This has 5 TPs. So I do wonder if Kevin's going to try to make a stagecoach play. As Lakota has very few options when it comes to fixing its terrible economy, and stagecoach is often a very obvious way to go with it. So standard 2 mana opener from Alvaro. See what Kevin's up to. Market and a TP and a TP. This looks like that's what it's going to be. Okay, nice tight macro there. Curious to see what his deck's going to be. Alvaro's deck. I think the odd card out is this exotic hardwoods right here. I don't know the last time I saw that in a Brit deck. Curious. We'll see what he does with it. Everything else. I guess you don't always see 600 coin and 700 food either. No advanced arsenal. No 6 longbow. But okay. Kevin, what do we got? Oh, we got the Cheyenne allies. I gotta be critical and say you really need that Age 1 TP card. Especially if you're gonna have this instead of it. Because the TP card does give you more DPS, and it's easier to stand in TP aura than does to stand in War Chief aura, but we can't all be Lakota mains, I guess. And, you know, my analysis could be wrong. He's got the advanced mortars. Okay. It is a pretty balanced deck. No Arsenal card, but that's usually not relevant either. Anyway, does have Earth Bounty though, and not North America trades. Curious. So let's see what Kevin ages up with. Gonna be the fast age. Got a little scuffle around this treasure here, and Kevin gets it. Lakota, of all the explorers, does have the fastest rotation speed, so saw him facing that way and just immediately whip around, take the treasure. Something to keep in mind when you're in treasure fights like that. Okay, so what's gonna happen now? Brit's doing Brit things. Are we chopping for a forward war hut? Do you have a lot of wood right now? Yeah, there it is. Oh no, I think these axe riders did not get shipped at the right time. Basically, you gotta send the shipment right as you put your war hut down, otherwise the war hut's not gonna be done in time. I mean, look at the progress of these 2 bars, right? Those axe riders are gonna pop out at the TC. That's... I don't know, that's quite a critical mistake at a high yellow like this. Your axe riders are going to be delayed by like 20, 25 seconds probably. Yeah, there they are. Meanwhile, Brit's mana booming aged up with tower. 700 wood on the way. Explorer going to see what's up. Yeah, I like Alvaro's position here. Good wall with the manners there. Those axes are going to have to take a lot of damage from tower and TC fire in order to get any Vil kills. Yeah, he's got to get those axes out of there. So very, very good start for Alvaro, I'd say. And he's got pikes on the map now. And yeah, Kevin pretty much failing to get any value from that 4-axe shipment, so... we'll see what he follows us up with. Definitely Brit ahead at this point, I would say. Lazarus Voss saying the tower placement is bad. Yeah, I guess you probably want something a bit more defensive against Lakota. That is, I think, barely out of TC fire range if you get clubs on this side. So that's true. Kevin gonna be making more bows. Nice job there, herding that away. Ooh, but the Britville is going to get the herd off on that hunt. That's critical. So that Alvaro doesn't starve as the game goes on. So we got 700 wood in. Gonna have 6 musk coming in now for Alvaro. Kevin gonna do what he can on the less defended side of the base, but now all the vills are over here eating hunt. Very, very good job Alvaro's doing of managing his base. Longbows are out. I think he trained those, but tell you what, Chetans do a lot of DPS if they can get in range. And gonna try to run with the axes. Pikes barely don't connect. Loses 1 axe though. 2 of them basically dead. So still nice for Brit. Kevin, in the meantime, has begun taking the TP line. Tell you what though, when you're doing this, Brit's gonna see that and know that you're vulnerable. So I wouldn't be surprised if Alvaro follows this up with a push out after he's able to train another batch or 2. Catching up with chat. Yeah, Lazarus is pointing out that Brit only has 5 manners, but I think that's exactly the way you want to play this against Dakota. If you greed too much, it's going to let them take the stagecoach. And he wants to let Lakota research stagecoach and then push out and get on the line himself. I think that's what Alvaro's plan is, if I had to guess. We got the second war hut here, but you know, these TPs are going to be exposed I almost wonder if Kevin should just stop at 3 TPs, or maybe 4. But it looks like he really wants to add the 5th one in a moment here. And yeah, there it is. It could be too greedy, I don't know. We'll see. Kevin gonna train some clubs now. Adding a stable for Huss. Yeah, so I think Alvaro must know he's on timer. He's probably just gonna try to get one batch of Huss out and then push out. But okay, Kevin's thought about this, and he is gonna have the Cheyennes out by the time Alvaro does his push out. So that's really smart. That's the purpose of this, I guess. He needed some sort of power spike in order to hold on to the TP line. So that's, yeah, both players are doing this exactly right, I think. It's probably just going to come down to micro who wins. Yeah, this push out just feels like it's coming too slow from Alvaro. Oh, got some pikes over there.
Yes, sir.
Nice little distraction. I don't know if Kevin wants to be bringing everything, but okay. It's gonna clean it. Okay, and it's time. Alvaro's pushing. Let's go. At the same time, though, where are the Cheyennes? Are they in yet? Yeah, there they are. Okay, so Alvaro's thinking, great, he doesn't have that many club, but oh no, here are the Cheyennes. And there aren't too many Musk either, is the thing. So these guys are good against the longbows. These are good against the Huss. If you don't know, these guys are heavy cav that have multiplier against all cavalry. So okay, it's gonna be Kevin pushing in instead, and look at this. The Musk are gonna get mowed down as they try to melee the cav. And clubs are a bit out of position here, but yeah, the Huss can't do what they really want to, which is to get on top of the bows and kill them. Yeah, the Huss just can't do anything. There's a couple that connect with the Chetans, but it's not going to be enough. Really incredible from Kevin here, and suddenly it's all longbows, and Kevin's got like at least twice as many Chetans and heavy cav. Oh my god, Kevin, what a clinic you're putting on. This is a pleasure to watch. I am a biased caster, I'm sorry. I gotta root for Lakota here. Like, wow, this is not a common card. Like, Kevin thought about this, and he thought, I use the Merc Shipment to hold on to the TP line. Yeah, Alvaro's is totally out of mass. There's no way you can get back into this. Not a chance. Alvaro's staying in, but I don't know what to say. There's nothing to be done. Training a single Huss right now. Looks like he'll get to 2. What is Kevin doing with all his mad cash? Okay, he's put everything on coin. He's making axes now. Great Hunter coming in. A cool 900 food deposited directly into the bank. Oh, it's all on food, actually. You know you're in trouble when Chetans can siege down manors in like under 15 seconds. Wow, Kevin, you're my hero. I wish I could think of stuff like this. Yeah, so Alvaro wants to try one more time and get some kind of crazy husk pop on the Chitans, but it's not going to work. Cav damage coming in for Kevin. More axes and bows to reinforce. Okay, he did ship Town Militia, I missed that. But even that, I think it's not going to be enough. Like, if Lakota didn't have the entire 5 TP line behind this, maybe you can come back with a nice Town Militia pop. But yeah, that's it. GG. Kevin gets a win with Lakota. How often do you say those words? And that's going to tie the series up to 2-2. Really incredible games. Very close so far. I'm having fun. Let's see what we got for Game 5 here. Let's get that prediction taken care of. Prediction for Game 5 is up, and the Civs going to be Kevin on Hausa and Grogu on Germans. Alvaro, I guess we've been calling him. So, get those predictions in. Going to be on Guianas. Think about who you want to bet on as we watch the map video.
The Guyana Highland is a highly contested region east of the Orinoco River, known for its tremendous biodiversity. Players will fight for control of a large valley, which is home to several Tupi and Carib settlements, while 2 trade routes lie on the outskirts of the map. Players will find an abundance of food in this region, but may need to extend out of their base to secure additional mines.
Look at that parrot model. Where are you going, bud? Some kind of important business. We've got Kevin on Hausa, Alvaro on Germans. This seems like a bad matchup for Germany, as many of the people in the chat are saying. Javelin Riders, even though they got nerfed like twice, still pretty good anti-cav. And yeah, I feel like House have a lot of tools to deal with the age 3 timings that Germany has. So curious to see what'll happen here. Guianas, what's there to say about this map? Pretty big, but a lot of stuff blocking pathing. So not the most open map. 2 TP trade lines on either side, flanking the bases. So let's see what we got here in deck for Kevin. Got the Dervishes in H2. 3 TP. Wonder if we'll see that. the name of the deck suggests this is just what he always picks, so probably not going to see 3 TP. Kind of doubt we'll see the Dervishes in H2, but maybe this will turn into an H2 war, I don't know. I feel like Germany wants to age, and if Germany ages, Hausa will probably age as well. So I think if you stay H2, Hausa just wins. Interesting. Alvaro has his German mirror deck. I guess that means lots of res crates. And the two... Oh, wow, the 2 DOP cards. DOP and Pike, I guess. Really? Are we going to see Ulan DOP, maybe? Kind of seems like it. Both explorers on polar opposite ends of the map. On this map, all the good treasures are on the side along the trade line, so that's why they're there, I think. Got these smaller treasures in the middle. So, Hausa's clicked up with Songhai. So you might want to make some kind of semi-play, is my guess. I mean, maybe he wants to stay H2 for as long as Grogu wants to. And 400 wood age for Germany, as usual. Chopping for the TP in transition. So yeah, Callan's saying in chat, if the DOPs connect with the Java Riders, they can do very well. So Java Riders don't have any melee resist. The other thing is that DOPs have splash damage, and Javelin Riders are a cheap and low pop unit, so splash damage is extra good against them versus, like, goons. So that's another reason to favor DOPs here. So yeah, I think if he does go for Ulan DOP, a lot of this is going to come down to, can the Ulans get and keep the snare on the Java Rider mass without dying first, so that the DOPs can connect. So we got the Songhai age up. We're surely going to see the Palace come out. We got the University in transition, which seems to be standard play. It's too bad the camp builder has been delayed by like 20 seconds. Okay, he's going to build it somewhere else. Meanwhile, Alvaro is up. The 400 wood. Gonna ship 700 wood before a 3 settler wagon. I think that's the opposite of the usual order. So, interesting. Okay, stable up. Grogu Alvaro's gonna be training Ulans. Got a 5 raider batch out for Kevin. And that Songhai big button's gonna come in any minute now. Wonder res for res who wins trades, Ulans or raiders. They both cost basically 150 res, but because the raiders are more food heavy, you could call them cheaper in a sense, but they have similar amounts of HP. The raiders do much less damage, so I guess yeah, Ulans should be favored here. But because of the Songhai big button, the raiders are going to outnumber the Ulans, so I don't know if either player is going to really want to commit to a cav on cav fight. Okay, Jav Rider production has begun. I didn't realize raiders were like lancers, basically. It's interesting. So Kevin followed up the palace at 700 wood. See what he does with that. Dot production has begun for Germany. I guess, yeah, he wanted to get the 700 wood out first so he could make a barracks and get houses. One's gonna act like they want to attack. Here are the Jav Riders. Alvaro wants to bring the Zulons back. Got the Explorer right there to snare the Jav Riders. Good play. Dops are out. Let's see what happens. 8 crossbow coming in behind this. Okay, and Kevin backs up, which, yeah, I think is right. $700 coin gonna be next for Kevin. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him age off that. Could that be what happens? Maybe. Or maybe he just makes more Jav Rider, actually. No reason to age first against Germany. Like, you just have a better comp, probably. I think if both players micro perfectly, then Hazza ought to be favored here. I think a lot of this comes down to, can the Dops connect? And with perfect micro, I think it ought to be pretty hard for that to happen. Up to 7 Dops for Alvaro here. More on the way. Wow. Yeah, with the 700 coin, got 9 more Jav Riders. So he's out of coin at home, and Alvaro has to go to the next coin mine. Okay, Kevin's gonna poke in here. Sees a couple Dops. Gonna lose 1 Dop, that's too bad. Fulani production's begun, I guess, to deal with the Dops. Still more Dop Ulan out of Alvaro. I think Kevin might have just scouted. No, he did not see the vills on the coin mine over there. But he probably is able to see now that there's no coin mine in base, so if he thinks hard about it, he ought to realize there's some vills on the map mining coins somewhere. I think that is probably the weakest point of what Alvaro's doing right now. The build is very coin hungry, and you need to expose your vills to keep unit production up. Kevin's Ville is comparatively very safe for now, but he has had to get onto this Capybara hunt over here. So he's getting that Ville speed upgrade. Okay, we got a clash right here. Ulan's charging forward. Yeah, looks like that initial engage goes a bit better for Kevin, but the Dops are coming forward now. The Ulans are getting the snare on the Jav Riders. Oh my gosh. Oh, very hard to see how this is going to work out. You gotta... The thing about Dop Ulan is it forces the other player to have to micro so well. You really want Jav Riders attacking Ulans and your Fulani's attacking Dops. But it looks like Kevin's done a good job of it, and most of the Dops are dead now. And then now these Raiders can just walk all over the crossbows, and wow. That's a convincing clean. That was a slaughter. Did Alvaro have any Dop combat cards in? No. I don't think that would have changed the outcome. It's going to be hard to come back from that. Three more Dops are on the field. Looks like Kevin's just gonna run away. Villas want a piece. Cav HP on the way for Kevin. Looks like he also sent 7 Fulani at some point. Does he have Fulani? Yeah, he does have Fulani range as well. Look at this, 20 range on these guys. It's crazy. Like, maybe this works against Ethiopia, but I think Fulani's might just be too good against Dops. On these 2 coin mines now. Now, I wouldn't hate seeing Kevin ship a 3 TP next. Okay, here we go. Alvaro wants to commit to this. Ulan's getting some nice snares. Dops are not really on the javelins yet. 1 Dop goes down, 3 left on the field, another goes down. Sorry, there are 4 left, 3 left on the field now. But yeah, the instant attack animation of the Fulanis just makes it so easy for Hausa to snipe the Dops, and yeah, just like that, only 2 Dops left, and they hardly did anything to the Hausa cap. So all the Fulanis go down to the Ulans, but again, Kevin just takes an incredible trade. And the Dops really don't seem like they're getting their value. More Fulanis on the way. 5 Dop pop. Let's see what he can get done with this. Really seems like Silversmith might have been a good thing to have in deck here for Alvaro. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I said in the beginning of this match, I feel like Germany just loses age 2. So you've got to age. Kind of seems like that's what's happening here. Has a really nice 3-unit comp, and you have a kind of gimmicky 3-unit comp that kind of requires your opponent to miss micro in order for it to work. Kevin, it's got... Oh, man. Yeah, the thing about this map, right? There are 2 techs that increase archer damage. That's 10% on the 2P and 10% on the Caribs. So those Fulanis are going to get like a super combat card that buffs their damage by 20%. And that's just going to be the nail in the coffin. Really, that's like the sledgehammer on the door of the coffin that smashes it open and disrespects the dead. The dead being Alvaro here. I'm kind of surprised Kevin isn't sending a few raiders around. Like, surely he knows Alvaro's on coin. But it looks like Alvaro's changing up his comp a bit. He's going to be double batching. Okay, at least for one batch, he's double batching crossbows. Kind of out of necessity because he's out of coin. Gonna ship Dop HP. Kevin, sell a cow, man. Come on. There comes one of those archer techs. Kevin gonna get a TP over here as well. Ooh, big Ulan raid. Let's see what he can do with this. Kevin's gonna pull back all of his mass. Let's see how many villages go down. So we got 40 right now. It's 1, 2, 3. But all these Ulans are in lots of trouble now. That's 3 villages there. Double batching Jav Riders behind this, by the way. Jav Riders should come over here to stop the escape. But they're running that way instead. So Alvaro's bought a bit of time and space for himself. He's going to let his villages get on this coin mine over here. A really good play from him there. You can't just sit in base when you're in a position like this. So so much space created by that little move there. Great play from Alvaro. Like Kevin, Kevin is a greater player than I would ever be, but like the fact that he brought his entire army to deal with this is it's kind of a low elo move. Like he should have just sent like 10 jabs, and he should have kept poking at Alvaro's base there. Kevin gonna continue the greed and get a university down there. Got a university down here as well. Looks like he sent the House of Kingdom, yeah. Gonna put a palace here as well for the influence trickle. Is Alvaro working on an age? No, he's not. I mean, I think that's probably right. If he ages, he just dies. So he needs to take some kind of age before he, some kind of trade before he even thinks about it. So here Kevin comes. How many jabs is that? 50 jabs on the field. 13 raiders, 12 Fulanis. Really ought to sell a cow. Okay, Kevin sniffs that the Bills are not at home. Follow your nose, Kevin. Follow the smell of coin mining. They're up there, Kevin. Another little Ulan right there. I don't know if it got any Vills, though. Maybe a couple. Vill count is at 41 right now. Javrite is going to intercept it. Okay, Kevin is now going to stand under Alvarez TC and win a fight. Because he has more Jav Riders than infantry units from Alvaro. It's a lot of dops, but like they just can't connect, you know? Not with the Ulan's entirely out of the picture. Ulan raid gets cleaned up. Raider's gonna join the fray over here. Double batching Raider behind this, and dervishes are gonna come out from the forward palace. Or gonna pop out somewhere else. Yeah, from home. Okay, the Dops are now getting... Look at that splash damage. Like, look at this. When they connect, they just destroy. But they're so expensive and hard to replace. The coin mine up here has been depleted. And it is looking like Kevin's going to clean this up. Hark lose 6. This is a best of 7. Yeah, and that looks like lights out for Kevin. Kevin didn't even need to raid the coin mines, which would have been a quicker way to end this game. Just fought Alvarez's army straight up without disrupting Zico too much, and this is still what the game looks like. So yeah, this seems like a hard matchup. Like the idea of the dot play, but doesn't seem like it worked out in the end. And Kevin finally sees that Alvarez on the coin mine up there, gonna clean it up with some raiders. Let's see that Vill count drop. 47 right now. There it goes, it's a slaughter. If you have any kids, put them out in the room. They don't want to see this. Down to 42. More exposed vills over here. Kevin almost doubled the score right now. 5 more dops gonna pop. Ooh, that's a tasty connect. Oh my god. Oh my god, they just killed almost all of them. But yeah, Germany has lost too many villas at this point. Looks like about 13 villas were lost right there. And yeah, that's the thing about these coin-heavy strategies. You just need to take incredible risks with your villagers past a point. This coin is the most scarce resource on the map. Kevin's aging. Yeah, why not? Raiders take down Germany's TP. Wonder what Alvaro's interest in this was. Maybe he wants to get the archer tech as well for his crossbows. How many universities is Kevin on? He's got 3 of them. Look at that influence trickle. He's getting about 400 per minute. That's a lot. Kevin, I really wish you'd sell a cow. Look at them. It's like 3 of them that are fully fat. 4 of them. Okay, okay. Alvaro taps out when he sees age up, and that Kevin's 10,000 points ahead. GG. Fun game. Maybe the most one-sided we've seen in the series so far. Okay, okay. So that's a win for Kevin for game number 5. And this is a best of 7. So we are going to go to a game 6. I believe that's going to be on Ivory Coast. Let's see what our civs are. Yeah, Ivory Coast. Alvaro is going to be playing Aztec. Kevin is going to be on the civ he's very comfortable with, Haudenosaunee. So, oh, prediction timer is too short. Hang on. Okay, prediction is up. Go lose your channel points. We're going to get into game 6 in just a moment here. Give me 1 minute. Okay, here we are, game 6 on Ivory Coast. Let's get into it.
In this region, the coast is lined with mangrove trees and lagoons, which give way to grassy plains and eventually a plateau. The Ivory Coast is an important hub for trade. The naval trade route connects Africa with Europe and the Americas, while its counterpart on the mainland connects the coast to the savannah, and controlling these routes is critical for victory. The land trade route bisects the plateau in the north, so each team has access to easily defendable resources away from the water.
Yeah, so interesting thing about Ivory Coast is that it's a XP trickle treasure you can get. Kevin gonna open up with the farm. Wait, is there livestock on this map? Why did he do that? You usually only do that if there's livestock around the map so you can fatten them, but I don't see any. Yeah, somebody called an ambulance maybe. Could be for Alvaro if he loses this next game. We are at match point. Can anyone explain this farm? Like, what's this about? Very unclear. We're gonna see a sheep build? No, surely not. Kaiser saying you can age 13 Vel with the farm. Let's see what he does with it. Yeah, that's true. You do get a ton of XP. Okay, yeah, it's XP, I guess. That 3 Vel shipment came in super early. And that's gonna amount to more food. Let's have a look at these decks. Wow, Skull Knights. Lots of them. I wonder if Alvaro is the one that smurfed me last night playing a deck a lot like this under the name Andrew GS. Let's see. Kevin's got a whole deck just for Aztec here, including advanced scouts. Does Aztec ship Mercs? I don't think so. Wonder what that's about. Let's see. Got the 3 Travois shipment. Also curious. Wonder what he wants to do with that. He's got the new 8 Cuirassier card, which also gets him to guard. So, not an old deck. Kevin's been thinking about this. Aging up with a Wise Woman, which I think is a 2 Vil 1 healer. Aztec not clicked up yet, so yeah, that is a super fast age up from Howd. And he's going to take a TP in transition. So, I wonder if this is going to be a Tomahawk Semi, maybe? I don't know if Howd wants to play H2 against Aztec. Seems like a losing proposition. I'm not sure. I don't think I've even played this matchup once. Okay, so now... Aztec did a fast age, I guess, because Kevin clicked up before him, right? Yeah. So it's going to be a Warrior Priest boom out of Alvaro, it looks like. Yeah, Callan makes a good point about the advanced scouts. It's probably for sniping the Aztec War Chief, which is, yeah, the only possible explanation. Yeah, so I don't think Kevin saw that Warhead going down, but He has looked around for a Fordville and not seen one, so probably knows what to expect. Where is the Travois? Okay, Warhut gonna go down on the TP line. 4 Kanya's on the way, gonna pop out of this forward Warhut. Oh my gosh, Kevin, you're the best. Getting the food tech from the farm. So matching greed with greed here. Gonna follow up the 4 Kanyas with 4-axe. So it looks like Kevin basically wants to greed as well, but this 4-axe is gonna do a lot of eco damage to Aztec here. Yeah, those villas are a little exposed. Probably is gonna get at least 1 villager here. Oh, just barely misses it. Frontline is a big user of the, what is it, defensive mode on the Cav that makes him be in little square formation when there's 4 of them. And that makes it a lot easier to body block vills, and he could have gotten a vill kill that way. Now, the pressure continues. He's got 5 Tomahawks backing this up, and Hyena production coming behind it. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to see a stagecoach, but instead just some pressure here. Somehow keeps all of his Kanyas alive. Wow. Actually, I think the Wise Woman was a crate upgrade, because I don't see a healer anywhere on the field. So Alvaro's up to 4 warrior priests and is making more with his warrior priests. Not doing it JPC style where you put villagers on there as well and ship 5 and 4 vill. But that's like the greediest version of that build. But yeah, Kevin has incredible control. A lot of people would have lost a Kanye Rider, a Kanye Horseman or 2 there. So still anyone's game, I'd say. And even if he didn't get a vill kill, there's a bit of idle time. He managed to score with all these units. Kevin is still making Hyena, so he's kind of committing to H2 more than I thought he would. 600 wood going to be his next trip, and I think he's going to take the stagecoach with that. Oh, that's a free vill. I'm not sure why that vill is there. Bit of a mistake there from Alvaro. Probably a misrally from the TC, perhaps. Okay, wood is in. Kevin's going to make a TP here. He's 5 speed. Hyena's going to continue being annoying and poke into the base. Kevin doing a good job showing what you should be doing if you're trying to apply pressure in a situation like this. Just like run barely into TC range and then run back. And that makes it so Alvaro has to put villagers into his TC and idle them for a bit. You trade a bit of HP on your Hyena. Kevin didn't even lose one there. And you disrupt his economy a little bit. It's a really nice control there. Kevin knowing exactly how much to commit. 7th Warrior Priest about to pop out for Alvaro here. Alvaro has to know the stagecoach is happening because he sees Kevin now has 2 of them. 7 Hyena can be the next shipment. Kind of wonder if the combat card had been better, but I guess he wants to mass out. Looks like Alvaro has no thought of aging up, just continuing to mass. I think he has to against what Kevin's doing. Those slingers look like they're taking favorable trades, though. And yeah, Kevin's got to back up. Yeah, res for res, I think these guys do a little more DPS. Certainly their animation's a lot better. Okay, Kevin's gonna commit a little here. Let's see what he can do. This is another rider. Only has 2 of them now. forces the Puma Spearman shipment out of Alvaro. Has a corral up in the meantime, Kevin does, and is going to make more Kanyas. Just what he needs against all those slingers. Kanya's going to try to connect, but got to back up with the pikemen. And lots of tomahawks left over to help clean up these slingers. I do wonder if Kevin's a bit overcommitted here. And Pumas pop out right on top of the reinforcing batch of Kanyas, but do not get the snare off. Or instead can snare the tomahawks, and I think those tomahawks are dead. Yeah, they stand and fight. And JPKs are on the field as well from the Aztec Town Hall, Town Center, Big Button. Aztec Explorer is going to be revived in 9 seconds, because that's what warrior priests do. So where does this leave us? They're at equal vill counts right now, but let's see. Do warrior priests count as vills? No. So these warrior priests count as 2 villagers on the plaza. So really, Alvaro's eco is more like 53 villagers. So think about that. I do wonder if a water start might have been better for Kevin here, but Kevin knows best. Thinking about the extra age up time he got, though, I don't know if he got that much out of it, because as he pretty much already had the war hut up when the Kanyas hit, and I think the Kanyas would have done about the same if they had hit 30 seconds later. So war hut unit combat is in, and war hut attack is coming in now. Kind of seems like Kevin just wants to go for an all-in as Alvaro tries to age. And indeed he is aging right now. Got the fast age coming in? Yeah. This does not look good for Kevin. But he'll have his opportunity, his best opportunity at this point, as Alvaro ages. I'm sure he suspects that's what's happening right now. So it's just Tomahawk Kanya right now from Kevin. Okay, Kevin sees age up and he's like, crap. I've just got to all in now and hope for the best. Wow, look at the Skull Knight. So Alvaro aged with the Skull Knight shipment. He's got 3 of those. Look at that. I got charged ability that does 37 damage into 4 AoE. Normal hand attack does 25 with 2 AoE. 3 times multiplier versus heavy cap. So gonna be hard for those Kanyas to do much against that without getting obliterated. So let's see, Alvaro is pushing out now. It's quite a mass of Kanyas, but oh my god, look at this. 6 Skull Knights coming in now. Followed up by 4 Skull Knights, and what can How do against this in H2? Pretty unclear. Those Kanyas are going to get turned into Horus Tartare. I think is what's going to happen here. Let's just stay well far away from the battlefield. Ooh, and those Tomahawks have nothing to protect them from the slingers. This is bad times. Looks like we've got a double batch of Aina coming out, but 1 war hut goes down. Kevin seeming unsure of what he wants to do with the horsemen here. They have not attacked a single thing yet. Meanwhile, the Tomahawks and the Hound Explorer just gonna die. Kevin says GG, never even using his horsemen. with full knowledge of what would become of them if he did. GG, Alvaro takes game number 6. Ties this up to a 3-3. We're going to go on to game 7. Okay, let's see what our Civ picks are for game 7. So the map is going to be Anatolia, and it is going to be a vanilla matchup. Kevin playing Germans, Alvaro playing French. So maybe we'll see a Skirm Goonfest, who knows? Predictions are up. Get your predictions in as we go to the mapped video.
The Anatolian Peninsula is the homeland of the Ottoman Empire. Its rugged landscape is bisected by an elongated grassy valley that separates the two players. This valley contains the only trade route and some grazing livestock. Each player begins with a local settlement of Fenarites near their first town.
So here we are, game number 7. Things are tied up, an even 3-3. Some incredible games today between Kevin and Alvaro here. So Anatolia, an interesting map. Got cows in the middle, which looks like Alvaro is going to scoop up every one with a French scout. So that's nice for him. Yeah, Kevin choosing instead to just go do treasures. Maybe not a bad idea. This is a 6 TP map on a single line, though 1 TP is within the TC radius of either player, so most you can realistically hope for is taking 5. That's still a lot. Kevin has chosen his deck. Got a lot of mercs in there. Pandoras, Jaegers, Black Riders, and Brigadiers in H2. Otherwise looking pretty standard. Alvaro. Wow, you don't always see the 600 food crate. He's got that in there. Also got Refrigeration and Royal Mint. Most people tend to prefer unit shipments over those two, but yeah, this matchup definitely can go long sometimes.
Hi, oui.
This is weird because, like, you look at the crates in H2 and you think, okay, early game. Then you look at these two shipments and you think, okay, late game. Which one does he want to do? I'm not sure. So Kevin's clicked up with the Alvaro's clicked up with the Quartermaster. Both of them hitting pretty much the same age up times. Germany gonna do the Germany thing. Chop for a TP in transition. French doing the French thing, getting the market in transition. Native Scout running through, gonna see that everything is as expected. So should see him stop chopping at 125 wood now. For steel traps. So looking so far like it might just be a Cav semi from either player. No vills on the map. Literally the same age up time. It's incredible. For CDB, 700 wood for France. Gonna be 3 settler wagon, 700 wood from Germany, I imagine. Stable going down for both players. Alvaro trying to scout what's going on. It's gonna pop in and see the stable. Got a scuffle over a treasure here. Oh no! Alvaro interrupts his taking of the treasure. Probably gonna lose his explorer now. Guess he was gonna die anyway. Alvaro also gonna lose his scout. Probably should have pulled it back there. Bit of a mistake. Guess he was distracted by the treasure. Nice little XP boost there for Kevin. 700 wood gonna come in with that. Though he is housed and is only able to get 3 lawns out. Meanwhile, full 5 Huspatch out for Alvaro. So, will we see the Cav handshake? Tell you, I think the French would have a firmer grip here. Let's see what happens. There we go. Nice to meet you, says Kevin. Runs away. Another batch of huts coming out for Alvaro. Looks like just 3. No more. Okay, yeah, full 5 batch of Luns, so 12 total on the field now for Kevin. Can take this nice treasure. It's at 100 XP. Yeah. That's a pretty big win in a matchup like this, where it's almost tempting to call it a mirror. You're doing very similar things. Your units are slightly different, but not very. Alvaro adding a bit of musk here. Not a bad idea. And looks like he wants to age up now. Got the 700 coin in. Kevin also shipping the 700 coin. Oh, we might get caught here. Good control there from Kevin. Keeps the Huss from getting the snare. I think he's got to back up once he sees the musk, yeah. Both players playing pretty cautiously here. 5 pike on the map for Kevin. That's a good move there. We've got another, what's that? Is that 15 musk total? 13. Oh, wow. So, Alvaro's very committed to H2. He's got the second racks, double batching musk out of them. I'm not sure if Kevin saw that or not, but he's aging, so maybe for that reason alone, he's going to go back to base. I imagine Alvaro's going to want to... I mean, Alvaro knows Kevin's probably aging. So I think he just wants to jam himself into the base and try to catch him as he's just aged up. Here we go. What does Kevin see so far? Okay, he knows what's coming now. The age up is almost done. I think Kevin should just try to hold out until he can get a 9 Ulan shipment or a War Wagon shipment out. And there we go, shipping the War Wagons, beginning production from the stable. War Wagons do destroy what Alvaro has on the map right now. So he's going to lose the market. Looks like Alvaro's going to choose to go for the racks next. I don't know if that's the right choice. I'd be going for houses, personally. What is Alvaro reinforcing with? He wants to age behind this. Interesting. So he might just back up here. And yeah, that's probably the right call. Good pull tricking there. Are the Ulans gonna catch up? Hard to say. Oh man, Alvaro's a bit mismacroed during all this. He's so busy microing this. Has to buy some food at the market to click up. And oh, just leave one musk behind. Okay, no, he decides to fight it. And yeah, Kevin's got a great window here. It's not enough musk to really be a problem for that amount of Ulan. Okay, the CDB's starting the fight, and Kevin turns around. But we got the 8 War Wagon joining the fight. And Kevin should just kite these War Wagons, because there's nothing Alvaro has that can really do anything against them. This is already looking like a great trade for Kevin. He has lost most of his Ulans at this point. On the other hand, Alvaro's lost most of his mass. 1,000 wood, very greedy, coming in for Kevin. Kevin knows he's probably ahead. He's taking advantage. Skirm Goon shipment has begun for Alvaro. So what's Kevin gonna do with all that wood? Gonna get Vedulan. Need a barracks and a house. Wait, where else is all of his wood? He did ship 1,000 wood, right? Yeah, you're gonna lose some Ulans there, that's unfortunate, but does have 11 War Wagons. Yeah, this is a classic way this matchup can develop, where France is super low mass, and War Wagons end up countering things that are supposed to counter them when they are in low numbers. So both players doing Skirm Goon here. Kevin's on 40 Vills here, and Yeah, they're both basically at 40 evils right now. Oh my. That Dragoon got greedy. Is being punished for it. But they'll break him out soon. So Kevin's got map control right now. I don't think it's causing problems for Alvaro really, but the CDB walk time is going to hurt. Got to go to the next coin mine that's safe, which is this one over here. Instead of going to the one that he probably would have liked to, that one over there. Yeah, that's a lot of skirm on the field for Alvaro, so Kevin might have to back up here. Oh, where's Kevin's score? Guess he has his outpost here. Ooh, gonna lose the CDB maybe? Ooh, barely not. Okay, barely not. So Alvaro's making cures. Got the 9 Ulan coming in for Kevin. Got 17 on the field right now. Very scary German 3-unit comp. Oh, we got a TC going down for Alvaro. A bit greedy. We'll see if he's punished for it. I don't know about this TC from behind thing. Maybe he's just hoping that Kevin won't push into him for a while. And this is his best chance to get ahead. Possible. More Ulans on the way for Kevin. Got 2 cures on the field right now. Switch back over to Goons for next batch. And the 2 Falcons is going to come out for Alvaro. So this coin mine's about to run out, and then what does Alvaro do? It's not exactly a coin mine near this. I guess that one's kind of near. So 16 CDBs just idling at the moment. Yeah, Kevin's map control really paying off here. Okay, we're setting up for a clash here. 2 Falcons on the field, gonna greet Kevin's skirms. Did Kevin see the TC? No, but he does see that he's hunting there. So for all Kevin knows, it's still 1 TC on 1 TC. Okay, Kevin's Explorer does catch the outpost up here. And Alvaro has to back up, not knowing whether there are any Ulans around. So that's a big win there. Good use of the Explorer. Cav combat coming in for Kevin, and I think he's going to want to push in after that. Still no Cav combat for Alvaro. Okay, here we go. It's go time. Cav combat's still not in, but I guess it'll come in during the fight. Ulan's on top of the CDB mass and the skirms. There's just not enough goons to deal with this. Falcons are attacking the skirms, but it's looking like Alvaro's simply outmassed. Let's watch that Vil count on Alvaro here. Yeah, Alvaro taps out. GG. Kevin takes the best of 7. Winning with the Germans over Alvaro on game 7. Well, what an incredible series. That was great play from all four of our players today in the quarterfinals. So Kevin and April are going to be the ones to advance from the matches that we saw today. Fantastic games from all of our players. I personally have to thank Kevin for that Lakota game. It was just incredible to watch. Alvaro playing very well. I think probably his most impressive showing in the series was game 1 when he played, game 2 on Hokkaido, where he somehow beat Spain in a matchup that Dutch ought to really suffer in. So both players showing us how it's done. Great play. Thanks for everyone for the raids and subs. And thank you for the follow. That's going to be it for ESOC today. Stay tuned for the semifinals, which I believe will be next weekend. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's see, does anyone want to stream? Because we are all done here. Oh, and prediction. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, Kevin wins game 7. Thanks for the kind words, guys. Is Colin gonna stream? Colin's being nominated by the crowd to stream. See if he accepts. I think that's what that okay means. Yeah, Colin, show us the Tower FI. Okay. Okay, he's streaming whether he wants to or not. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the semifinals next week. Thank you to all our players. See you all next time.